Hi everyone, my name is Olivia and today I will be presenting to you an artifact in which I've created to promote inclusive education in the classroom. This artifact is in the form of student feedback, and the main aim is to promote engagement and participation of student learning by providing the teacher with feedback on the effectiveness of their lessons. It targets the development of the teacher's pedagogy through students' feedback, as well as making the appropriate adjustments to ensure access, participation, and achievement for all students. Inclusive education is a student-centered framework to allow for students of many strengths and capabilities to maximize their potential as learners. Student-centered frameworks are essential in diverse classrooms to teach students who you are and what you think are important in the learning process. The Inclusive Education Statement defines inclusive education as something that maximizes educational and social outcomes of all students through the identification and reduction of barriers to learning. I found it beneficial to create an artifact that allowed the teacher to gather direct feedback in order to plan for differentiation, mode delivery, and future learner supports in the classroom. This artifact includes 3 cut-out faces depicting 3 different emotions, a set of feedback questions, a what do you think collection box, and a data collection template. The students will have in their possession 3 cut-out faces with their names on all 3. One face will be happy, one will be neutral, and one will be sad. These faces represent the child's frame of mind regarding the lessons that they were taught throughout the day. The happy face means that the student is happy with how they went for the day and have a grasp of the concepts that they've been taught. The neutral face means that they're feeling fairly okay with their understanding of the day's content, but may need revision or clarification. And the sad face means that the student feels as though they were struggling to grasp the content of the lessons. The students will place their responses in the what do you think box at the end of each day. This allows for discretion on the student's behalf. The teacher will then collect this data by filling out the data collection template. This will give the teacher an overall idea of how the students have responded to the lessons that day and whether or not the current teaching strategies are working. It also allows the teacher to detect trends with certain students and how they are coping with the content that's being taught in the classrooms. This will be done by following the students' use of the faces throughout a period of time. This will also highlight for teachers the students who may require more scaffolding and more learning support, perhaps even the implementation of teacher aid support. The universal design for learning was reflected upon throughout the design of this artifact. It reinforces the fact that students are individuals that have a huge variety of skills and interests in regards to their learning. The 3 primary brain networks that come into play are the recognition, strategic, and effective networks, the what, how, and why of learning. Through this method of feedback, data collection, and inquiry of this artifact, the stimulation, presentation, and differentiation of content should ensure that all students are given equal opportunity to learn. The Australian Education Review on the use of data collection states that the collection of data is a very important tool for improving outcomes of all students. It is able to support diagnosis of process or decline of implemented student programs and also allows educators to analyse the use of teaching strategies, resources, and delivery in order to enhance the students' potential as high-quality learners. Before the students submit their feedback in the What Do You Think box, they will first turn the face over and fill out the scaffolded feedback questions. The questions are as follows. What have I learnt today? What am I unsure about? Can we do this? The first question on this artifact allows the teacher to identify what the student has engaged with and learnt from the lesson. The second question lets the teacher know what content throughout the day the student has had trouble with and what needs to be revisited and clarified. The last question allows the student to communicate what they would like to see more of throughout the day and what variations of content delivery they would prefer. It also gives the teacher more insight of the student's strengths and what they find engaging. One example of a response might be, can we do more out-of-seat activities? This allows the students to provide the teacher with ideas in which they could enhance the engagement of their lessons. This holds immense importance as engagement plays a vital role in the information retention of students. This artifact is a great way for educators to gather data, make adjustments to their teaching strategies and resources, and create a safe and supportive classroom climate which allows students to have a say in how they learn. Brennan also believes that gathering data this way allows students to become more active and productive, as it allows them to experience a form of democracy in the classroom. It also provides students with the opportunity to make decisions in regards to the curriculum and assessment in their classroom. The Melbourne Declaration of Education states the importance of shaping the teaching around the ways in which the students learn. It is the teacher's responsibility to create and sustain the environment in which quality teaching and learning take place. This artefact allows the teacher to adjust the way they teach to better fit the needs of the students, as well as gives the students a voice to communicate their concerns in the classroom. The purpose of this artefact is to deplete as much as possible the barriers that prevent students from participating and engaging with classroom learning. This artefact will bring forth the data for future planning of teaching strategies that will positively affect all student outcomes. Through the use of this resource, I believe that the feedback from student to teacher will heighten the level of progress, engagement, and student-centered learning as a whole within the classroom. E. Dixon corroborates this by saying that teachers who act with goodwill when negotiating strategies to support their students' educational opportunities almost win. Thank you.